Yo, good morning everyone. Thanks for tuning in today on another Morning Hype with Mr.Stacks. Today's July 19th, 2021, and it's 7:02 a.m. Normally we have these posted around 7 a.m., but kind of wanted to give it a few minutes, let the market play out a little more just to see exactly what direction we're moving. Checking in early this morning, we are seeing the Dow drop. I believe it's down about 450 points this morning. A lot of concern around this COVID. People are starting to get a little bit on edge, starting to sell off their shares, not knowing exactly how this economic growth is gonna, take kind of react, I guess, as far as all the cases that are starting to be reported and the increase in the virus. But that's the concern right now. We'll have to wait and see exactly how the market plays out into the opening hour. But right now, there's a lot of red going on, a lot of selling. But we're still trying to hold our spots here, our positions in some of these stocks. I'm still holding where I'm at as far as where I left off on Friday. And I'm going to wait to see exactly what happens into the opening hour. I do show what I'm invested in, not a lot of volume coming in, but we'll probably catch up with that one later. I kind of wanted to focus more on what we are seeing some movement on this morning and kind of just touch base on those. So let's just dive right in here. Looking at the charts, you know how we do. We have 4 stocks of the day up here, and well, let's go ahead and catch up on them, y'all. Off the top, we still got XELA Technologies, number 1. We have Air Test Systems, number 2. OXBR, Oxbridge Holdings. And then we have NRXP, NRX Pharmaceuticals. So starting with XELA, y'all, number 1 stock. You already know how this stock's been playing out. We're waiting for it to test these higher levels in order for us to move higher. Opening hour about 3 o'clock, 3:30 this morning. We did come up testing around the 368, 370 mark. But as you can see, we start to sell off again, but we're still holding around that $3. We're still seeing that support. We are showing a little bit, how can I say, we are dropping a little lower than where we did see on Friday. We hit a low of like 309, but we actually came all the way down to $3 this morning. But we did push back up, a bit, still holding around 310. So we're still seeing that support here. We got a decent amount of volume for this stock coming in this morning. We're on number 1 on the list, 5 million shares traded already this morning, but we just don't have the momentum on the buy side. So we gotta have something to drive up the volume, but actually drive up the buys so people will stop selling it. For those of y'all that are still holding, let's try to just see what happens. Let's keep our composure. Don't let the market scare you into selling your position. Now, if we do break below this $3 mark, that can give us an indication to maybe sell off and wait for it to hit another lower level to buy back in. And these are just the game you play, man. Like I hate having to go in and out of a stock, having to take a loss and take some earnings back when it comes back up, or make that money back. But sometimes that's just how it plays. So that's why I like to get in a stock. Usually I don't jump back in them. I jump back in XELA because I feel like it hasn't hit its high yet. Still a lot of interest in this stock. I mean, for the last 2 to 3 weeks, we continue to see the volume coming in every morning. This is not new to see XELA up here. So I really feel this week we can get higher. I would love to test this $5-6 mark again. $5.45 I believe was our high. And I'd love to see this high again this week, and we'll just have to see what happens here playing out into the morning to see exactly how the market reacts to all the news out here and all the selling. But XELA, man, if y'all ain't added on y'all's watch list, please add. This is one I'm sure a lot of people are monitoring right now, and it's just trying to find a good buy point and holding that position to the top here. But yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully we can stay above the $3 mark. If not, I'm probably gonna sell out again. I'm not gonna lose another, $1,000, $100. I mean, anything below $3, I'm already taking a loss, so I ain't gonna continue to let it fall. I think the next support is around $3. Well, $2.97. That's where we're at right now. And if we break through that, we have like 280 or so, or even 262. We can come all the way down here. Now I know 250 is another mark you can see I have. This is another support level. I hope we don't come back down that low, which I highly doubt, but anything is possible in this market, especially right now. We sell off, we're gonna lose 20%, 15% of where we're at. Yeah, it can happen, y'all. So just be aware. Please keep an eye on these stocks today. Let's see how the market reacts to all this COVID news, or these COVID related things going on here in the world. But yeah, let's go ahead and move along. Air test systems, y'all. I know y'all watched the videos last week. We were touching base on this one here. We seen volume come in Thursday and Friday. They had some good earnings that were published, I believe, on Thursday. And Friday it actually broke out, but we ended up coming back down, testing those highs here, and we closed pretty much at that same level. But this morning there was a catalyst published that shot us up here when we broke out again. I called it, y'all. I knew this was going to happen. We seen the volume come in, we came down, we're testing that level, we're holding right at that level, and it just took that one more little momentum burst to shoot us right back up again. And now we're sitting almost closer to $5. There was a $5 price target also called on this stock here last week. And I called it, y'all, and I told everyone, get in on these lows, man. This was a buy. I don't know, we've seen a lot of selling here, but I knew this one was going to take off again just by how the volume was playing out. And right now it's actually sitting on the VWAP, even though we jumped up almost $2 this morning. We've already retraced back to the VWAP. And as soon as the market opens, even before, I really feel we're going to go higher. This is just how I feel. Still, make sure you trade carefully. Make sure you're investing in the right stocks at the right time. Like I'm saying, it is a choppy market. Even though this is a key level to buy in, we can always go south still, y'all. So just keep that in mind if you do decide to jump in at this price. If you want to wait for the market to open, it can probably come back down just kind of more around this level here. Or you can wait for it to come back up again and buy back in, just to make sure we do continue to move up. But just the way I trade, I like to get in early. A lot of these momentum trades end up pushing up, but it's a 50-50, y'all. I can always turn the opposite direction. So just trade wisely, y'all. That's all I can recommend here. Third stock, OXBR, seeing a lot of movement this morning also. This is one we were also watching about a week ago. A lot of volume coming in on this stock. I haven't really focused on it last few days, but as you can see, we've seen another volume spike today, and we've already overcome XELA on the volume coming in this morning. Close to 6 million shares traded in pre-market, and right now we've already hit highs, but we've come back down. We're testing certain levels here, as you can see, around the $3.98, $4 mark. We're seeing some support here. We have two 30-minute candles holding around that level, and we're already on the VWAP. We've tested the VWAP, trying to break back through it. So you know how we like to trade. We want two candles to form above the VWAP, two green candles, and this is a potential buy here. OXBR, no news published today on it. Actually, they just released an article about a few minutes ago. Let's check it out here. Filing of SPAC registration statement, so that's what's driving the volume. Grand Cayman Islands, Access Wire announced today the Oxbridge Acquisition Corp., a Cayman Islands special purpose acquisition company and an indirect subsidiary of the company, filed a registration statement on Form S-1 with the Securities and Exchange Commission in connection with the proposed initial public offering of its units. The company's wholly owned licensed reinsurance subsidiary Oxbridge Reinsurance business plan under which Oxbridge Reinsurance intends to invest in SPACs that are sponsored and or managed by the company's management team, such as the investments contribute to the growth of capital and surplus of Oxbridge Reinsurance over time. Tends to concentrate its efforts for targeting the disruptive technology market with a particular focus in the insurance technology, insurtech, blockchain, and artificial intelligence technology sectors. Well, that's pretty neat, y'all. So as you can see, this is what's caused a kick up in volume. Not sure if that's something that can actually cause it to move up, squeeze up anyways. We have a high of 488. This was back on Wednesday last week. I really feel like we're going to test these levels again this week though, y'all. So keep it in mind, man. We do got a significant amount of volume. Testing VWAP. It was already sell off. There's the high for today. We're gonna break this high, y'all. I'm more than positive. I don't want to say more than positive. I'm sorry. I'm more than 90% positive that we're gonna break this level. Even with the market selling off, it may go down, but I can't say 100%, but I know we're gonna break this level here. If I'm wrong, y'all can call me out on that. But nah, I know we're breaking this level today. Let's check the chart here. We're squeezing up already. Came back down, we're testing it. We're starting to curl up. We got resistance, you can see, but we've got higher highs and higher lows. And that's a good indication that the momentum is building here. You see we squeezed up. Let's look at the 30-minute. We got that resistance here. But also remember, y'all, we're in the pre-market. We ain't got all the juice coming in yet. So what can play out, just so y'all are aware, market opens, we may see this come back down. It can test this level here. Would be a support level, but it can also come all the way back down here, 361 or so. So just something to keep in mind. As you can see all that resistance here around 450 or so, right? So just keep it in mind, y'all. We want to see that breakout. We need to hit this high. But that's a good run, if we're able to break out here. And if we break through this level, we'll continue to move up. But it's a SPAC filing, y'all. It's driving volume. If you know about Oxbridge, check it out. See what you think on the stock. If it's something you want to trade, hey, now's the time, I would think, to get on, or at least wait for it to test the VWAP. 2 green candles. But yeah, add it to the watch list, y'all. We called this a couple weeks ago. We like to keep the volume showing here. Those that have the volume, we always add them on here. Kind of wait and see if they come back around, and that's what this one did. So it's still up here. We're watching them. We continue to watch them. All these stocks, we just keep adding them and wait. We want to get in at the right time, and this seems to be a good time to buy in. I mean, maybe last week would have been a better time, down here, but we can't always catch them on the right moments. The reason why I publish these, y'all, so y'all can watch them. You need to watch them like I do, and maybe you can get on these trades once you start to see them curling up and forming that momentum. But number 3, y'all, OXBR. And number 4 stock of the day, we have NRXP, NRX Pharmaceuticals. As you can see, this is a little bit higher than we normally like to trade. I mean, we were below $10 before we popped up, so we can actually say we are in the range we trade. But we're already starting to moon here, y'all. We've already doubled our profits, or our shares. If you were in this stock here, you doubled in the last hour. So that's a nice move here, y'all. A real nice move. This was some COVID news that was released this morning. I actually seen this one pop up right as it happened. I zoomed in to see what's going on here. But yeah, stock surges as its COVID-19 candidate shows evidence to prevent a cytokine storm. Whatever cytokine storm is, I have no idea. I had no idea that COVID had all these other associated viruses with it, or other diseases that cause things to happen to your body, or I don't know, lose your smell, your taste. I don't know, maybe you can't walk, can't eat. I mean, who knows nowadays, man? COVID is just something else. I really don't stay too much in the news because things change all the time. I don't even know what to believe anymore. But this is a COVID pharmaceutical company developing some new drugs. I believe this drug was called Zysame. It helps prevent cytokine storms. I don't even know what that is, man. It's crazy to even learn. The more I learn every day, is something new I'm learning here. But yeah, hopefully y'all are learning something too today, y'all. So make note of that. We got other things out here associated with this virus. But yeah, these are the four we're watching. So you can see we got a lot of volume with a lot of these stocks coming in. They're just barely starting to build, and even some of these other ones down here, even though they're slowly starting to build up volume, we can see these jump up pretty quick. Verb is one I was watching. We actually got this on a low. I mean, I don't want to go over too many stocks today because we'll be on this video all morning. This one started to sell off, but this is also one we were watching last week. I'm going to continue watching this. 250 is a buy level here, y'all. For those that aren't familiar with Verb, similar to like a XELA kind of stock in a way. But 250, man, is a buy mark here. Verb. I'll probably be covering this one again here, but today we're on a downside. We'll see what happens moving into the opening hour, and we'll touch base on some of these other ones later this afternoon. We'll see exactly where we ended up at the end of the day here. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll try to dig in more on these stocks later on and see exactly what's going on with this price action, and we'll update y'all then. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, be notified on these videos once they're released, y'all. And we'll see y'all this afternoon. Peace.